Good evening. This is the meeting of the Community Economic Development Committee. It is 6:07 on March 14th. My name is Jeff Schilling, and we have Mrs. Snee and Mr. Pierce tonight, and we're going to be discussing a recommendation for renewal application, placement of farmland in agricultural district, EMAT, EMARI, EMARC, and Ohio Limited Family Partnership. Recommended is the renewal application on this, and who's going to give us a background on this? Yes, go ahead, Ms. Knight.
I can discuss this. Council had a public hearing on this agricultural district application at the last meeting. There were no comments that were made. This is basically the Schaefer family. This land is on Washington Road. This is the fourth consideration of keeping the land in an agricultural district. The owners did file the application with the county as they are required. The county sends it to the city. Then the city must have a public hearing and then must make a recommendation and ultimately return that recommendation back to the county. Staff has recommended that this be approved as it has in the past. It has continued to remain as an agricultural use. It is discussed in the report that there's not too much of a downside either way for having this remain in an agricultural district. If the owner should decide to develop it, that would then change the status at that point. But again, you do get to look at this every 5 years.
Great. Any questions?
Are we planning on extending water or sewer through there anytime soon?
I am not aware of any current project.
Water is already there. We have fire hydrants out in front of the...
Okay,
Fire hydrants run on the east side of Washington Road. So they completed that loop several years ago. I'm not sure the sanitary sewers are, well, I'm not sure how the Reserve at Washington, where that sanitary sewer goes, but we do have, it runs back into the other subdivision, doesn't it?
Schaefer's north of what you're talking about.
right. And
Okay,
there has not been any information that we've received from the owners of intent to develop at this time. I think, as we know, Mrs. Schaefer, who had handled this for the family partnership, the mother of the children, Matt and I think it's Mari and Mark, passed away less than a year ago, I would say.
Yeah.
So at this time, the family has chosen to continue the agricultural application, at least until they make any other determination, and not lose the timing by not filing that.
guys, confusing this with that other little piece of farmland we moved, that came into the city earlier this year, so there's not water out there.
Okay.
I stand corrected on that.
Right.
Okay.
But at this point, we would be waiting for the owners to indicate some desire for development. And that would be a discussion then.
Okay. Comments from the audience?
Just keep talking, so.
Okay. What's our pleasure here? Do we move forward with this? Move forward?
Yes, sir. Move forward.
I think we can move forward. This is not emergency, is my
No.
understanding.
No, this is actually, the legislation's already on your agenda for a second reading and is not emergency. The requirement is that council must make its decision within 30 days of the public hearing date. So you are well within that.
Okay. We have the next item on the agenda tonight is a renewal application, placement of farmland in agricultural district. The Neal Brothers, incorporated by Philip E. Neal. Recommendation is the renewal application of the Neal Brothers, incorporated by Philip E. Neal, replacement of farmland in an agricultural district to be considered by council. Want to give us a background on that one?
This is very much like the last item that was just discussed. This would be for this particular farmland, the Neal Farm, would be the third application for agricultural district. And I would point out that the Neals have other land in an agricultural district, but it's not inside the city of Troy. If you look at the application that was attached to your council legislation, that time it listed, I think, a number of parcels, but only 2 of which were in the city, so that's why the city has to only consider these 2. Again, this is 105 acres covering the 2 parcels that has access to Experiment Farm Road, and this would be continuing the district as it has.
Okay, great. Questions?
Not at this time.
No question? Mr. Rozell? Anybody else? Okay. What's our pleasure here?
Move forward.
Move forward, move forward? I think we can move forward on this, and again, this is not an emergency.
No, it is not. It will be the second reading of the resolution that is already on your agenda.
Okay, that sounds great. All
All
right. Anything else before the committee tonight?
No, sir.
Okay, I think we're done. We are adjourned.